fanatics on the wild side. Talking college ball till the lights subside. It's the Fanatical Podcast. Let's ride! Hey!
Welcome to the Fanatical Podcast. I am the legend, the five-time Paul Feinbaum Caller of the Year, seeking a sixth title this year. And I'm sitting next to my co-host, the one and only Bama Hater, JK. How you doing today, JK?
Hey, man, good to be back, man. Good to see you and Kip back in town. Y'all finally showed back up and welcomed me back to the crew, so I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, me and Kip went down to spring training. We'll get into that a little bit today. Me and the great Kip Keeper got to see the Braves up close and personal, and a lot of folks already asked me how the Braves look, and I'll give my report on that. But so many people loved the 21 questions that we did with Kip Keeper. We thought we would start the show with a little version of that. 5 questions apiece that JK wants to ask the legend, and legend wants to ask JK, and we'll see how it goes. So you're up first, my brother.
All right, man, let me start mine with the, since you the 5-time, all-time best caller, you know, I kind of think it's kind of like that helmet thing y'all got going on in Tuscaloosa when you put a number on the helmet that don't mean the championship that you have. You know, you 5, 6, 7. What you going to be, 10-time caller of the year this year?
Well, there's a lot of debate that I was robbed of 2 or 3, but we won't get into that. It really should be 8-time champ. It really should be the 8-time champ.
Yeah, you sound like a real Bama fan. Let me get to my question. Hey, my first question is, man, exclude myself and you. Give me your best 3 callers from the Feinbaum Show.
I-Man, Squirrel. Does it have to be present?
Squirrel?
Yeah, Squirrel's a hell of a caller.
No.
Everybody don't have to be a screamer to be a good caller.
Hey, we know that. We know that.
What you saying?
You a screamer.
I'm not a screamer.
Shit. Man.
I'm just loud.
Hey, as long as you've heard this person call in and, you know, not somebody you haven't heard, you know, just somebody you heard before.
DJ K-Dub was my favorite caller of all time. Just a great caller. The guy that introduced me to the Feinbaum Show. My rookie year, I was about to leave and hit the transfer portal, and DJ K-Dub said, "Don't leave the Feinbaum Show. You will love it." He left, but 20-something years later, I may be the Tom Brady of the Paul Feinbaum Show.
Yeah, okay then. I'll go with those 3. My next question, what's your childhood dreams, man? When you were younger, what did you want to be when you got a little to this age and before this age? What were your dreams?
Well, I was born in Annapolis, Maryland, and grew up right outside Memorial Stadium, where I played Little League, played in every sports league there was. And my dream at that time was to be a professional baseball player. I had tremendous skills. You wouldn't know it by looking at me today, but at one time, man, I could pick it up and get it down, brother. I could hit the all fields. I was a backyard all-star, headed to superstardom. But we moved to Alabama, and the rest is history. Because I went from house, ball field, mall, to Walker County where you couldn't see the next house. It was quite a dramatic change, brother, and it destroyed my career.
You sound like Jim from Tuscaloosa with this baseball talk.
Well, me and Jim both could have been great. We both could have been great. Could have been. It's the key word.
All right, next question. NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball. Give me your favorite player from each sport of all time.
All time, Major League Baseball, I would have to say Frank Robinson. He was my hero growing up when he came over from Cincinnati and led to that dynasty in Baltimore. NFL, Burt Jones is my favorite NFL player of all time. What? Yeah, Burt Jones, baby. I grew up during the Burt Jones era. Even Bill Belichick said Burt Jones was the greatest quarterback that he ever seen in person. From 75 to 77, when I was just going into my teenage years, Burt Jones was Joe Namath, Dan Marino rolled up into one, baby. He was the truth. Of course, the Pittsburgh Steelers destroyed me every year with the steel curtain and the playoffs. Never made a Super Bowl or even got close.
Wait a minute, excuse me.
You're bringing back childhood nightmares with these questions, bro.
Excuse me, how How old are you, man? You say you become a teenager in 77.
61?
Damn,
I was
man.
13. How old are you?
I plead the fifth.
Well, no, hey, there's Bert. I love you, Bert. Now, that's not the Bert Jones running for governor in Georgia. That's the Bert Jones from Louisiana, baby. The slinging Cajun.
What about NBA?
I bet you can't tell me where he played college at.
Hell, I just
You don't have those
I just do
skills.
remember playing with the coach.
You don't have those mental skills that I have. That's an LSU man right there.
Thank God.
Yep, I know. I wish I didn't have them either.
Man, let me get your favorite NBA player.
Favorite NBA player of all time is Larry Bird. I was a Celtic fan most of my life. John Havlicek, JoJo White, Charlie Scott, DJ Johnson. But the best of all time, baby, Larry Bird. He was like me back before my injury. He was automatic from the field, brother. Automatic from the field.
Man, let me go on to my next question. With the success, man, from the Fine Bomb show and calling these shows and us doing this podcast and, you working with Kip on the radio, what do you see yourself, man, in the next 3 years with this sports thing, man?
Well, here's the thing, brother, and you going along for the ride, so you strap in, all right?
All right.
Kip Keefer Sports is taking over the world in sports. With Clay Keefer in the background as a producer, me, you, and Kip at the forefront, brother, we are going to overtake the sports world in the next 3 years by using our common sense on the internet, on the X, on the YouTube. We're going to blow it up, brother. Kip Keefer Sports has gone big. And you going along for the ride,
And
brother.
no talking points, no scripts.
No script, brother. 100.
That's what I'm talking
100.
about.
That's what I like about me and you. We 100, brother.
Hey, man.
We 100.
I think I got a complaint. I got a mild complaint
A mild complaint.
about the racing commission.
Uh-oh.
I ain't gonna call no names, but I got gypped.
Well, you
I was
might
at the track the other day. I got gypped. My horse won, and they gave it to another horse. But hey, we're gonna leave that for another day.
Well, me and Kip went to Tampa Bay Downs on our trip.
Yeah.
We bet the favorite a couple times, and each time a 28 or worse horse. 28 to 1, 40 to 1, I think a 30 to 1. They said it was the first time in the history of the racetrack so many long shots won. And of course,
But wait,
there's the legend.
Did you
right
take
there
my
in the
advice
midst of
though?
it.
Did you take my advice? Did you bet the gray horse?
I didn't, and I
See,
should have had.
I
If
told
I
you,
had,
man.
we would have won that day.
It's a difference.
We would have won that day.
Man, listen,
if I'd have
it's
listened.
a difference when you look at them. You got gray and you got white. Don't bet the white horses. Bet gray. Always bet on the gray. First, second, or third. Trust me, man.
No, well, that's enough about me, because folks got a few questions about you,
All
too.
right.
First thing they want to know is where you was born, where you was hatched, where you came from.
Well, man.
Where did you come from outer space? They want to know how Bama Hater, how the hell did Bama Hater get here on Earth? That's the first thing people want to know.
Man, I was born in the great city of Bessemer, Alabama, home of the greatest running back out of Alabama, Bo Jackson. That's where I'm from.
Nice.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, man.
All right. They also want to know, when did you start hating Alabama so much? Was it as a kid, or was this after the 93 championship when Alabama and George T kind of ripped y'all kahunas out of that dynasty?
No, man. Let me try to
there.
explain this. You call it hate. I call it.
You call it hate. You Bama hater.
No, listen.
I don't call it hate. You call it hate.
Let me explain that too.
I'm just asking. I don't call it hate.
Hey, man, I told Feinbaum. He asked me the same question. I said it would be better for me to call myself Bama hater than to call myself the guy that don't like Alabama. So Bama hater just fit. You know what I mean? When did I start hating Alabama?
Yeah.
I think it all happened when I came back from the military, man.
Something happened to you?
No, nothing happened. I've been a Miami fan since '81. So, man, when I came back, I used to listen to all the Alabama fans. You know, when they win, it's just like now. When they win, they're the best thing since sliced bread. But when they lose, everybody in competition with coming up with the best excuse. And I didn't like that. I always said you can't celebrate and say you the king of the block. But when you lose, you got to excuse why you lost and you blaming everybody. I just didn't like that, man. That's just why I don't like the Alabama fan base, you could call it. It's not that I hate Alabama. It's because of the fans. It's the fans, man.
So you don't like the Yankees or the Lakers or the Celtics?
Y'all not like the Yankees fans.
Yeah, we are.
No,
We are absolutely
man.
like them,
No,
brother.
no.
We are absolutely a dynasty like the Yankees.
Man,
Who in college football can claim that they are on the same level as the New York Yankees other than the Alabama Crimson Tide?
You can't claim that.
I can't claim that.
No, you can't.
I'm greater than the Yankees. The Yankees have Steinbrenner. The Yankees have Reggie. I got Bear and Saban. I mean, come on, man. Give credit where credit's due.
Oh,
I give you a credit. You a halfway decent referee. I would call you a great referee. You a halfway decent referee.
Man,
I mean,
look.
come on. I wish I had a whistle because I'd be blown and giving you a tech right now for suggesting that Alabama ain't the New York Yankees of college football. I mean, we ain't Yankees, but we are the supreme team of college football.
America, this is what I mean by what I just said. Did you notice how he eased in Bear Bryant and Nick? But he failed to mention all the mics that got Nick to come to Alabama.
You don't think the Yankees have had them kind of guys? They got one now. Man. You don't think the Lakers and the Celtics have had bad coach? That don't diminish the emblem, the representation. Without the Celtics and the Lakers, the NBA wouldn't be a G League, brother. Without Alabama, college football would be an intramural league that we went to on the weekends, brother. We built this thing.
Hey, Kip, here come the rebuttal. Let me show you how powerful Alabama is. And the SEC. Let me show you.
Thank you.
Take Georgia out of the SEC and what you got?
Still got
You
Alabama.
got the Big 12.
No, you don't. You got LSU. You got Florida.
Man, come on, dude. Florida.
Tennessee.
Did you say Florida?
Sometimes. They're capable.
The same team?
They're as capable as the U.
How are they capable? We beat them the last 2 years in a row.
That's just because y'all got more money at the moment. That's all that is. The one thing I'll give to you, I got to give you credit.
Thank you.
Your players, former players, I wish I could look on the sideline at Alabama and see a Mark Ingram and a Julio Jones and, maybe a John Hanna whooping a alligator over here or something. I don't know, bro. I mean, like maybe Mount Cody come back and do a splash over on the sideline. But I had to give you credit, man. Your former players represent, man. I have mad respect for that.
Man,
mad respect
Before
for that,
you get
brother.
back to the other question you have for me, I just wanted to say this, man. I told a guy in my sports group, and I was thinking, man, I was like, if we had the quarterback we had last year, I think he would have made that throw at the end. We would have won a championship. And I thought about it again. If we had the defense last year that we got this year, we could have been back-to-back champions. You know what I mean, man? So I keep telling you, we're not that far away. It's just the coaches will step up, do his job, man, and like we always agree, all those dumb trick plays and not being able to adjust is keeping us from a championship, man. That's just it.
You got an idiot as coach. That's the biggest problem you got. When he attacked Kirby Smart this past week with that BS talking about he developed players and look how good they done. I mean, this guy ain't never developed a quarterback in his life. He stole every quarterback he ever had. He bought every decent team he's had down at Miami. But I give him credit. That's the way of the time. So you have to give a man a little bit of credit. But I don't know if I'm giving him credit or the money man behind him, because we know Miami got a bunch of money men. You remember back in them documentaries of the U, how y'all had them folks walking around handing out $100 bills. Y'all
Why you always notice?
You've been corrupt since day one down at Miami.
Man, you notice all the bad stuff we do. Why
I
is
love
that?
y'all. I ain't got no problem with giving kids $100. I try to give. This is a true story. I try to give Marquis Mays a $100 bill, and he couldn't take it. I was at a Whataburger or whatever, Wendy's down by Brian Denny after the game. Me, KW, number 4, Marquis Mays, number 4, And I said, hey, man, let me put this 100 in your pocket. He said, I can't do that. That was just 10 years ago, man. So I got no problem. I admire you for being corrupt all these years.
Yeah,
You ought to be corrupt in sports. That's why I like corrupt teams in sports. I like when the Patriots cheat. I mean, if you get away with it, you get away with it. It's sports. You got to get away with what you can get away with, brother.
No, man. Back to the question you got for me.
Oh, another question?
Yeah, what you got?
Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. Now, you answered about the Bama hater. They also want to know, are you married? Are you single? How many kids you got? Are you a grandfather? They want to know about the big Bama hater, the big JK.
No, I'm not married. I'm in the process of doing that.
Are you engaged?
Yeah, I'm engaged.
I mean, Kip ain't got no invitation in the mail.
I'm engaged. I ain't made the wedding. I hadn't made the plans yet. You'll get the invitation.
All right, I should be a best man, like a Fanatical Podcast best man or something.
Man, I got 2 kids, a son and a daughter. My son will be 21 in August. My daughter will be 31 in August. They 10 years apart and 3 days apart in birthdays.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, let's get on to some topics then, if you want to.
All right.
What's your first one?
Let's have us a little mild debate. You know, football season is over. We got a few more months, but we're going to stay on football always. But I want you to discuss, man, the difference between our team, your team, Bama, and my team, Miami. Give us, a summary of this past season.
Well, my team is soft and pathetic. Your team reached new heights that it hadn't reached in the days since y'all had the great Warren Sapp and all them guys, I mean, I'm not happy where the Alabama team is by any stretch of the imagination. Now, I'm not throwing in the towel like a lot of people say there's nothing to be excited about. I disagree with that. I mean, when you got Keon Russell, who was a 5-star player that many people compare to Jalen Daniels, I mean, you got reason for optimism. I mean, Ezekiel Crowell was the #1 running back in the nation coming out of high school this past year, the 2-time State of Alabama Player of the Year, someone that I've seen in person who I think looks a lot like Emmitt Smith. I mean, so there's reason for optimism, but there's a lot of things surrounding my program, brother, that just don't feel right. It don't feel like Alabama teams of the past. As far as your team, man, you don't it, man. You are stealing players from Duke. You are contacting players in the classroom. I mean, I hear your coach is flying overseas to see some guy over there that's supposed to weigh 350 pounds, try to get him to come over here. I mean, I heard y'all robbed a player from Baylor last week. I mean, the U is doing it, man. The U is right in their element of the NCAA. We ain't got no sheriff in town. Hey, I give you credit, brother. You doing it right.
Well,
I'm serious, brother. I admire you are doing it the way I need to do it.
Yeah.
You are doing it the way I need to do it. Yeah. There's no shame in the game. But with Cristobal, I don't think you're going to win anything in the end. So that's the problem.
Man, hold on. You just said you admire teams that do it the wrong way.
Do it the wrong way.
Oh, man. Well, hey,
in this day and time,
it ain't no wrong way.
Do you think Indiana did it the right way? They got guys 30 years old on that team,
There is no wrong way today.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no wrong way.
I admire your skill, and the age of the no way is the wrong way.
But let me give you my summary. Man, when you go out and you continue to have the top 5 recruiting class, you went out and got the best coach you said was available at that time. Then you can't beat unranked teams. You're not developing players. You're not giving backups ample time to get better. And then you're getting blown out in games that you shouldn't get blown out, and you call yourself the standard.
You know more about my team than you know about your team.
We discussing both teams, right?
Okay, I want to hear the breakdown of
my...
Miami when we get to Miami because
I'm going to break it down.
Seems like we need to hire you as an analyst. You know about everything Alabama does. You can break it down. They soft in the secondary in that corner over there.
You the one call your offensive lineman gummy bears, not me.
Not gummy bears, but that's good. I call them sumo wrestlers.
Okay.
But I like gummy bears. That's a good example. Big old giant gummy bears. Just
but yeah, man, I've never said Alabama is without talent because they're not.
Thank you.
But they don't have that same swagger. Teams are not intimidated anymore when they come out of the tunnel. For some reason, they lost the edge. And teams are not afraid anymore. They're giving them their best shot, no matter which team it is. When you can go lose to a team that just won 3 or 4 games the previous season, and the quarterback tells you exactly what's going to happen, and it happens, you lost your edge, man.
Well, no doubt. But look at this idiot that's running the program. Is he going to strike fear? When you look at him coming through the tunnel, is that guy going to strike fear in you? No, you're not going to strike fear in nobody.
I'm going to say it over and over and over until it sink in. You can't praise him when you win, and as soon as you lose, you want to blame him and everybody else. That is one of the reasons why I'm the Bama hater.
No, you got it all wrong.
No.
Bro. Sports is a week-to-week proposition. Every week. That's the great thing about sports. A bum can become a hero. A GOAT can become a superstar. A superstar can become a GOAT. Bill Buckner was thought of as one of the greatest first basemen in the history of the game. A man that hit over 300 in his career could hit to any field. But one play in the World Series that went through his legs, and now he's known as the worst fielding first baseman in the history of the game, brother. Every week, the board could turn into something. I'm hoping that my criticism pushes him to the brink to realize he's got the greatest job in the whole world. If I had that job, we'd be a dynasty, brother. We'd be a effing dynasty.
It sounds like Bill Buckner is the new age Ty Simpson to me.
What'd you just say, brother?
You see, he batted 300 and was one of the best first basemen. You guys had Ty Simpson up for the Heisman when you were winning, beating the 4 ranked teams in a row. Am I right or wrong? Did you not say that in your fan base?
You know, you contribute everything the fan base says to me. I never called him a Heisman winner.
Hold on.
Let me
interrupt you.
I never said that man was going to be a Heisman winner. I said he was playing. He was capable of winning a Heisman if he continued playing like he was playing. That's what I said.
And as soon as he had a bad game, he's under the bus. I'm going to give you a great example. You are in the same category with every Alabama fan. You're in the same group with them.
Hell yeah,
so whenever they talk bad about a player that screws up, but they previously talked about him being the best at that position, you guys are kind of like a bad cop. You got one bad cop, you put him in a group, all the cops. You know what I mean? You went right in the same group with the bad cop, but you got on that uniform. You got the uniform on of Alabama fans, so you got to take the good with the bad.
Now you calling me a cop? It's getting hard. It's horrible up in here now.
In the group with a bad cop.
Be a police officer. No, I'm a police officer.
No, you ain't the popo.
I'm about to arrest your ass for even suggesting. Listen, what I said and what came out this week at the Combine proved the thing I said. I said there's something wrong with Ty Simpson. I was preaching that from the 5th game in towards the end of the season. I said it here. I said it with Kip on the radio. Something's just not right with Ty Simpson. I would replace him. And come to find out this week at the Combine, he was injured from the Oklahoma game on. So, I mean, I wasn't wrong in my analysis. Kevin, that's the problem with DeBoer. He's so worried about his $11 million job year, he's playing a quarterback with a damn cracked rib in the Rose Bowl. It don't even make sense, bro. That's why he slid 2 yards before the first down. That's why he fell down before the Georgia player even touched him. Hell, he was hurt. He was hurt.
So basically what you're saying is, or you're trying to dress it up, you would rather them play Keon Russell, whatever his name is, and lose by 9 touchdowns opposed to losing by 6 touchdowns.
In that situation, if he had a cracked rib, I would have put Austin Mack, who's been in the system for 3 years, who actually came in the game and gave us the only resemblance of an offense when he was actually in the game. The game was settled at that point, but you could see the guy 6'6", 220, kind of looking like Terran Green there at Arkansas, similar quarterback. So, yeah, I would have put him in. We wasn't winning that game if we had Dan Marino back there. We wasn't winning that game. Our offensive line's so weak, it wouldn't matter if you had Johnny Unitas in his prime. You wasn't going to win that game anyway.
But what I'm trying to get at is you guys got to have a better result because you continue to have the top 3 recruiting class every single year. If you still, the problem is, and I've said it before, when you pile up all of the 5 stars that you can muster, some of them not going to play. You stealing 5 stars just so they won't play at another school.
Well,
but they're not playing at your school.
But here's the thing, here's the thing you fail to understand, that you need to understand. Those freshman recruiting classes don't mean nothing no more. The reason you are in the championship game, you figured out, I don't need to win the freshman class. I need to win the transfer portal. Bain, Mesner, the big Moulton guy in the middle, Thomas on the back end. All those guys were transfers for you, brother. Your quarterback, most of your offensive line, all came out of the portal. What Alabama has failed to do and what this guy has failed to do is realize you need to win the portal more than you need to have a top recruiting class. That's where you are where you at, and I'm where I'm at, trying to explain to this guy, hey, go get older guys. It ain't hard to figure. Look at what Miami did. They bought a team. You don't invest in an 18-year-old when you can get a 23-year-old like Robert Bain. See, I should have went and bought Robert Bain instead of giving Hollywood Williams $6 million over the last 2 years.
Man.
That's what I should have done. It's bad money management. Bad money management.
I got a suggestion.
I'm spitting. I'm getting mad now when I think about it. It's
you know
bad.
why you
Am
can't...
I wrong, Kip? It's bad money management, brother. We should have gave Robert Bain the $6 million we gave Hollywood Williams. That's the damn truth. Miami, you figured it out. I give you credit, brother. You figured it out.
Newsflash.
My team is 2 years behind. Georgia's 2 years behind. That's why their ass ain't won a championship in 3 years.
I got a news flash. Y'all ain't got no money.
We got money.
Where did it come from? Who got it?
We got money, brother.
How many millionaires y'all got down there at Boosters?
We got money that's been buried for years, brother. We got money at Alabama.
About to bury the program for some
don't
years.
worry about our program. You worry that when they put these new rules in effect, you ain't the first violator.
Hold on.
You know you'll violate a rule.
I'm glad you brought it up.
The NCAA finally got some kahunas. They put some rules out, so you better watch out, bro.
Kip.
You better hide. Hide, crystal ball, hide.
Kip Kiefer. You always say it 3 times. And America. You see what he just did, man, and how I just skillfully got him into that trap again. He said something about some new rules. Now, America, I'm gonna put it on the table today. This is March now. March 2000.
You don't even know what month it is.
March 2026. Let me put it on the table. The SEC just went to 9 SEC games, folks. I'm going to predict right now, either this upcoming playoffs or the next one. You know what you're going to see? You're going to see an SEC team in the playoffs with 4 or 5 losses. Count on it.
So you're saying the brand. That's what you're saying.
Which brand?
The brand. You're saying the brand, brother.
Which brand?
Here we are back at the brand again.
Bama or the SEC?
Alabama runs the SEC, brother. Get that through your head.
You don't run no SEC.
We do run the SEC. We own the SEC,
Hold on,
brother.
Another news flash. How can you run the SEC? Last year you finished.
Where is Greg Sankey's office?
I don't care where it is.
It is in Birmingham, Alabama. You know why it's in Birmingham, Alabama? Because that's the closest spot his ass could get to Tuscaloosa.
Okay, hold on.
That's why it's down there.
You're not supposed to interrupt a news flash.
Okay,
Let them get the news out.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You can't be the cream of the crop in the SEC. If you finish 6th in the last in the SEC last season.
You don't see
and this year, you finished 7th in the SEC. How can you be the cream of the crop?
That's why Miami nearly got the death penalty, because y'all only see things through a narrow perspective, brother. You just looking at one item instead of the whole horizon. You see, we built this thing, brother. If we have a bad year, the SEC suffers because they depend on us. If we have a bad year, brother, the conference suffers because the king has let down the gate and let folks in. Brother, it's a hard job to be king, man. Hard job.
It ain't a hard job to be the court jester. Because that's what you guys have been the last 2 years.
No, that's what you have been. Over there with Michael Irvin looking like Whoopi Goldberg on the sideline. What is he spanking over there? What is he spanking on? I mean, come on, man. Come on, man.
I give Alabama credit when it's due, man. When it's due.
But I ain't never heard you give Alabama credit.
I don't make excuses for them when they don't cut it, man.
I don't either.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I just said we were soft and pathetic. I mean, what more do you need? What more do you need that's soft and pathetic?
I
don't know what else you need.
I'm about to tell you what I need. I need you to stop pretending that they're the standard in the SEC. I need you to stop until they become the standard again.
There is no standard no more, brother. It's the wild, wild west. All the standard has been tore down. The signs are down. It's like the zombie apocalypse, brother. Folks are just running wild in the fields, brother. There's no signs. There's no gates. It's just, hell, Indiana just won the championship, brother. Indiana. Who would have thought 3 years ago we would have said that? Come on, man.
Man, you're talking about Bama is still the standard. I know they're not. You do too. You just can't admit it. You got to.
He need some hearing aids?
You got
to get JK some hearing aids on here.
I got to talk to America. America, did you hear what he just said? Alabama is not the standard anymore. You know why? He can't admit it because he got a reputation. He got a reputation here on the radio. Fine bomb. He can't say that in either place because it'll make him look bad. But, we know they're not the standard. Hell, the SEC is not even the standard of college football anymore. They're just not. And I'm in the ACC, and I can admit that. The Big Ten is the big dog on the block.
You're like the guy that pulls for the Oakland Raiders but celebrates the Kansas City Chiefs championships, man.
No.
Yeah, you are. You just a SEC hater. You ought to change your name to SEC hater instead of instead of Bama hater. Just go ahead and make it the full conference, brother. Just go ahead and pull the full conference. I know you're mad because your Miami basketball team got 20-something wins and still ain't ranked because they played over that weak-ass AC basketball conference. They might get 4 teams in the tournament. Out of 68 or 70. I mean, I know you're mad, but you ain't got to pretend like you're a Big Ten man.
See,
are you riding with the Big Ten now? You on that boat? You riding with them?
Hey, did you ever see Michael Irvin on the sideline when he was winding up the hurricane machine? I'm about to wind it up on you too. You keep talking about my conference, blah, 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 and guess what? You couldn't beat the worst team we had.
Here's the thing, though, bro. You keep failing to realize it's like you ain't calculating what I'm telling you. I represent Alabama.
I ride till I die.
That's right.
I ride till I die. We know.
Now, I ride with the SEC in basketball. I ride with the SEC in baseball, gymnastics, checkers, marbles, whatever.
Why don't you ride?
But in football, it's a jungle, brother.
Let me ask you a question.
It's a war. It's a jungle. Hell no. Nobody. I ride alone. It's a jungle.
Why don't you ride with your team in baseball?
I
know the answer to that. Because they're crap.
They do I don't know. I'm not big. The only thing I look at in college baseball is prospects. I don't really look at records in baseball. I look at prospects. I'm a MLB guy. Now I do love college basketball and follow the players, but in baseball, I don't really care if Alabama's winning or losing. What I care about is their starting pitcher may play for the Orioles next year if he's really good.
So do you agree, until you win a championship, you can't call yourself a football or a basketball school or a baseball school, you can't call yourself that, right?
Yeah, I can call myself that, and you can
Call yourself what?
You can call us whatever you want to
Are
call
you a
us.
basketball school?
Hell yeah.
No, you
Hell
ain't won a
yeah,
championship.
I am. Well, that don't mean I won.
Yes, it does.
I won an SEC championship.
We're talking about.
I won an
We're
SEC.
talking about national championship. We're a baseball school,
Who?
Miami,
I agree with that.
but y'all not.
Well, it used to be baseball school.
Well, you never been. You don't have a championship.
I got to a World Series.
We got multiple
I got to
championships.
a World Series with David Magnum. I sure did. Miami's a good historical baseball team, but hell, your football team was only built because you went to Alabama and said, Bear, please give us one of your assistants to come down to this horrible place that don't even have a stadium on the campus and build some kind of football team. So out of the goodness of our heart, we sent Howard Schellenberger down there, and the rest is history, brother. I mean, I'd just take a gift basket. I mean, just a thank you would do, or some appreciation.
I'll tell Indiana to send you one. How about that?
Hey, bro, we've been doing this about an hour, so let's wrap it up. Hit one more thing, and I'll hit one more thing.
Oh,
It's
man.
been a lot of fun, though.
Hey,
It's
man,
been a lot of fun,
I want you to give me your advice on a side bet I got. You know, since I took all your money this season, you ought to be good at giving advice on losing or winning money.
Oh, by the way, we're going to do the Fanatical Podcast Olympics. Just got word from my doctor. I pulled my hammy here a couple weeks ago, shooting 10 3 throws out here in front. JK's up 1-0, but the doctor has cleared me, and next week we will continue the Fanatical Olympics. I'm looking forward to dominating, going down the stretch run of this competition.
Translation, he needs a win. That's what the translation is. Yeah, you need a win because you know you're not going to win. I don't know what kind of gold medal I'm going to get, but I'm the champion, and you know that, right? But back to this advice I need from you about
Okay, here we go.
You know we got one of the callers that called into the shows, Mike. You know Mike, don't you? From Pratt City.
I think so.
Okay. Mike got a bet that your guy, Ty Simpson, is going to be the second quarterback taken in the NFL draft.
Okay.
Now, I want you to give me your advice on who has the upper hand, Mike or me.
Mike.
And I want you to explain why.
Well, because all of the draft experts have Ty Simpson going second behind Fernando, the Heisman Trophy winner at Indiana, which will go first to Las Vegas. So the next player on Mel Kiper's board, on all the draft experts, they have Ty Simpson. And I don't think it's a stretch. What you have to understand is the NFL is so quarterback hungry that they will go after a player that me and you kind of say more might be a clipboard holder or a backup more than a franchise player. But in this day and age, yes, Ty Simpson, not only will he be the second quarterback drafted, but if you can get him a bet, getting him in the first round, do that. Because Pittsburgh, the Rams, numerous teams will probably want to draft Ty Simpson just on his potential.
Now, I welcome your advice, but Arkansas had a quarterback that ran a 4.3.
Yeah.
And he set records in the broad jump and the vertical.
Yeah, and he can't hit the side of a barn.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
Once you perform in the combine, it may change minds.
It may.
I.e. Richardson from Florida.
It may,
and he was crap afterwards.
Yeah, but Anthony Richardson will hurt Green. Green and Richardson are very similar players. Green's big problem is accuracy. And in the NFL, what attracts NFL scouts and teams is that you can throw in a very small window. If you've ever been to an NFL game, I have. I've seen Peyton Manning throw in windows as big as that TV in front of us and no bigger, like 40 yards out. And Green don't have that kind of accuracy. He is a mini Anthony Richardson. That's what Green is. But he is worth a gamble. Certain teams will see the athleticism. 4.3 speed in the 40. That's crazy for a quarterback, brother. That's Cam Newton, better than Cam Newton statistics.
What's the quarterback from Georgia Tech?
Haynes King. He had a big.
He ran a 4.4.
He had a big.
And he don't have a big arm.
Yeah, well, still, Ty Simpson is a prototypical quarterback.
Man,
he is a pocket quarterback. That's what the NFL likes. They like pocket quarterbacks that can read and throw tight slants and out patterns, brother. The NFL is not a bomb game. It is a close to the line of scrimmage game. I'll tell you something about Ty Simpson. In the NFL, it is like 7-on-7 now. You can't touch a quarterback high. You can't touch him low. Hell, even if you tackle him, you can't fall on him in a certain way or you'll get a penalty. It's a weak-ass soft league now, basically. Look at their kickoff.
Hey,
Look how weak-ass their kickoff is.
Let me ask you a question.
Ty Simpson could be a Hall of Fame in this day and age in NFL football, brother. He absolutely, on the 7-on-7 that I see, you can't touch the quarterback, Ty Simpson could be a superstar.
What kind of escapability does he have? I bet you he couldn't get away from Miami's pass rush. You think he's going to be able to do that against every NFL team that's got the same kind of talent?
He's not horrible, but here's the thing. In the NFL, he'll have a running game, and he'll have an actual line that can block in front of him. Them big old sorry-ass linemen in Alabama had blocking for
America.
him. We ran the offensive line coach off. He's at Auburn now. We didn't give him time to get back to the locker room. We done packed his ass off.
America.
It was horrible. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Ty Simpson will have a line in pro.
Before we get out of here, I'm going to comment about another ex-Alabama quarterback that you guys depended on having a big NFL line and a running game, and he won 4 or 5 games in 2 seasons. One Bryce Young. Do you think Ty Simpson better than Bryce Young coming out of college?
Hold up, let's just get it right.
Wait a minute, I want to answer that question.
I just want to get it right.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I want to get it right.
I want you to get this right. Is Ty Simpson a better quarterback coming out of college than Bryce Young?
No.
Okay then.
But here's the thing. Bryce Young is one of the bright and upcoming quarterbacks in the NFL. You don't always develop in year 1 and 2. Right now, Bryce Young, and going into year 5, he is one of the better up and coming quarterbacks in the NFC. And I guarantee you, the Carolina Panthers ain't looking to get rid of him anytime soon behind center. I can bet you that right there.
In 5 years, has he won 25 games?
No, because he's been with a sorry ass team. He's had a sorry team around him. No wide receivers. They just got a running game with old Chubby from Oklahoma State. Finally got him up there running the ball for him. So, come on. Bryce Young has a future. I like Bryce Young. I wish the Colts had him. I'd trade Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson both for him right now if I could.
America, did you just he got a future, but this is the same guy I don't want him back at Alabama.
Who?
Ty Simpson.
I don't want him back because Keon Russell is a 5-star player with Michael Jordan capabilities. And if you brought him back, Keon Russell was out the door somewhere else. That's the reason I didn't want him back. Not because I didn't think we could win with him. It's just I don't want to lose the Michael Jordan prospect I got behind him. And that's where college football is.
I understand the logic, but it still don't make sense to me. You talking about a guy that's got NFL potential to be great, but he can't be great in Tuscaloosa just because you don't want to lose Keon Russell?
That's line. Not with the line they got down there, bro.
I don't agree with that, but that's your opinion.
Hey, look behind you. Look behind you right there. 3,000 yards, 23 touchdowns, 11 interception, 63-point completion ratio.
This past season.
That's for Bryce Young. That is not bad. That's not great. That's not, hell, didn't Sharif Sanders make the Pro Bowl?
And then hardly play.
Went to the Pro Bowl.
Somebody going to be able to explain sports to us one of these days.
One of these days. Wrap it up, brother.
You can't play, but you know what, man. Hey, it was a great show, man. It's good to be back. That flu bug, man, it ain't nothing to play with. You guys go to the doctor if you feel sick. Don't try to muscle man it out. Go get some medicine, man. Hey, don't just lay in the bed because I was down for probably 2 to 3 weeks. I didn't like that feeling. So, man, hey, it's good to be back, and I'm glad we back on track again.
Well, it's good to have you back. Me and JK are great friends. And hey, subscribe and like the Fanatical Podcast. We're doing it big here at the Fanatical and Keeper Sports. Subscribe and like. And hey, tell your friends about us, man. We keep it real. It's 100. It's straight up. No, what they call them things?
No filter.
Teleprompter. No
Ain't
teleprompter.
No teleprompter.
No teleprompter.
No
for us,
scripts.
baby. No script. No script.
No talking points.
Hey, but don't be calling us a puppy no more in public, man. I heard you.
Call who a puppy?
Alabama. Stop that crap, man.
Y'all a newborn.
Hey, next week on the Fanatical, join us. You'll be glad you did.
Yo, it's the Fanatical Podcast. Legend in the booth, never coming in last. Bama Hater spitting facts, never half-ass. For the fans, by the fans, this ride's built to last. Mic check the room, lit fire like a